Welcome to the number one friendship podcast in the country. I'm Aaron Karo.
I'm Matt Ritter.
Guys, remember to go to audible.com/the buddy system. Our Audible original is now out. It is all about making new friends and maintaining your existing ones. That's audible.com/the buddy system.
It's flying off the shelves.
Virtual shelves.
Right. So what is it flying off of?
It's flying off the I have no idea. The bits.
Can we come up with a new term that's the equivalent of flying off the shelves?
Streaming
off the grid.
Yeah, it's streaming off the grid. It's off the chain.
It's off chain. No, that's a cold storage Bitcoin reference, right?
We're not allowed to speak of that on this podcast.
No, we're never allowed to. Somebody messaged me about Moonvember, if you recall. I did that silly thing.
Oh, I recall.
Yeah. Somebody just messaged me about it. I go, we can't talk about Moonvember.
So speaking of November, it is the most wonderful time of the year. Today is our 22nd annual Man of the Year dinner. The ritual, the tradition that launched the podcast. Just a quick primer for those who are new. Matt and I are part of the world's greatest friendship tradition. We have the same group of 9 friends from childhood. And every year on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, the 9 of us all gather from wherever we are in the country. And we have dinner at Peter Luger Steakhouse in Brooklyn. We have a raucous Friendsgiving dinner. We vote on which friend had the best year, and that winner wins our enormous Man of the Year trophy, gets their name engraved on it, and keeps the trophy for the rest of the year.
People want to know how you win. It's completely subjective. You can make a lot of money. You can have a kid. You can have 2 kids, and people don't care. They don't care. They don't show you the respect.
Sometimes you hoist yourself up by your own petard.
That's right. Because I famously said, anyone can have a kid. And Brian was trying to vie for the trophy. But it's a great time, and we will not tolerate any Luger smears on this pod.
I mean, Peter Luger's has lost its Michelin star in the past 2 years,
and we're happy about it. We're happy. We don't want a Michelin star. We don't want Michelin type folk at Luger's.
How would you describe Peter Luger to someone who has no idea what it is?
Old school mafia-like environment, cash only. You have to wait a long time for your table, but that's the best part.
Steakhouse in Brooklyn. I think it's 1870 something. I think it's the 3rd oldest restaurant in New York City. Is the thing they do with the steak, is that did they invent that with the whole cutting? How would you even describe that?
You mean where they bring the whole thing out pre-cut, in sections? You're saying that?
Yeah,
they invent. That's a good question.
Yeah,
that's a good question.
It sort of cooks in its own juices on the table with a hot plate. But it's it's really fun. And we should say that a third of the group lives in California, so we're flying in for it. We have a lot of martinis, and while yes, the quote winner gets a trophy, the real trophy is the long-term friendship, which is why we started the pod.
And our thesis that we sort of backed into was that the ritual has made it taking the guesswork out of friendship. We know where we're going to be every November and Thanksgiving. We know when we're going to see our friends, at the very least, that once a year, and the text chain that subsequently follows and precedes the next year. So we have an anchor in the sand that takes the guesswork out of friendship. And so we're huge advocates of building any sort of tradition because we know that it works.
Before we get into rituals generally, any other we've had some people reach out about their sort of trophy, their annual dinners, their fantasy football. It doesn't have to be that involved, but like any other tips on how to like do something similar to what we have?
Yeah. One person has to just do it. You know,
Yes.
one person
Yeah.
just do it. Just start the tradition. Just make a trophy. Book a restaurant. Somebody has to take that first step and go, we're doing this. And once you do that, you'll find people will commit.
I forgot to tell you this. So, you know, I have a friend, Rob, lives in Denver, my Wall Street buddy.
Love Rob.
And he goes, dude, I love, you know, I love your thing. He's like, I do an annual like, trip with my buddies. I'm going to like create a man of the year type thing.
Love it.
He brings it up to them. They go, no. They go, we don't like the competition. You know, we're not interested in it. They're quite a feat.
But well, then why does it have to be a man of the year competition thing? Could be something else.
Okay, say more about that.
So why can't it just be like a gratitude award?
So what would that
basically
entail?
like a trophy, and every year we just give gratitude to one person on it. There's, it doesn't even have to be a trophy. It could be anything. You know what I mean? Like just an object, a physical object, so that we can ritualize it even better. And it's the gratitude trophy.
Yeah. Or remember the thing we used to do in camp? I mean, we weren't big campers. I hesitate to say.
I couldn't afford it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Loved it in camp.
But like, I don't want to say everyone gets a trophy because that has a connotation, but like, let's say, oh, Matt, he did X. He's the blank this year. Karo, you did Y. You get the Spirit Award, something like that.
Well, look, I mean, I told you that my wife and her friends do the jackets, and they get matching patches for every trip they take. So it's a communal share. I do like the idea of everybody getting the same thing, too, as an option, that you build on.
How do your wife ever wear the jacket, or she just wears it on the trip?
I don't know if I've ever seen her wear it not on the trip in pictures.
I mean, that's pretty
for them all to wear together,
To have a jacket with a patch of everywhere they've gone. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, because it looks like they're at a bachelor party, but they're not, They're like a super friends thing.
But the key is, because Matt, one of the number one, complaints we get is, well, I have friends, but I don't see them. The kids, they're too busy. The beauty of a ritual, whether it's a dinner or a fishing trip or a Monday Night Football every week, it's in the calendar. So there's no negotiating about what day it's going to be. You have buy-in from the wags, so the wives and the girlfriends or the husbands and the whoever know that this is happening. So it's not like you wouldn't be able to do it. And it takes all the guesswork out, because men are real stupid. We're a real dumb species, or gender, or whatever you want to call it.
And you have once you have the buy-in, and it's like, there's nothing else to be said about it. It's there. That's it.
Yeah. Well, we talk about ritualizing the ritual, which is creating the trophy, making hats, giving the text chain a name. So it makes it a little stickier, because, as personally, some years you're like, well, maybe I'll skip.
Let's talk more about the stickiness, because I think it's a great concept that most people don't even realize that's what you're really aiming for with your texts, with your groups, with your rituals. We want to make them sticky. We want to make it something that everybody feels is an identity for them, not something they can slip in and out of, and B, something they feel responsible for.
Okay. Talk about the responsibility.
So when you have a friend group, like for us, right? It's like for this specific Luger's trophy, you have a responsibility to uphold, to show up at this thing now, because there's more of a gravity to it. There's more of a heft. It's something you can't miss.
Yeah.
That's the goal for when I say make it sticky, like make it something that we all feel responsible to show up for. It's a responsibility. It's not like, oh, maybe I'll show up. No. You have to go to this thing. And you should want to go. Obviously you should want to go, but also you have to go, right? It's like, you definitely should want to go, but now you have to go.
Right. Because I think also maybe, Matt, we take for granted, we've been doing this for 22 years.
Yeah.
So we're in it. We're sticky.
Well, that's the other thing. The momentum of it makes it exponentially stickier, right? So once you get past that first year or two, the stickiness level of the ritual goes way up.
Right.
And up and up and up and up and up.
The first year is the hardest year. The second year is the hardest year.
Maybe the second is the hardest.
Right. Because the first year, you can just show up and say, we're doing this. But again, I just want to be clear. Like, I think if I was advising, well, our thing is once a year, and that's good.
Yeah.
And we have a group chat that goes 365 days.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, would you encourage, I don't know. I get a little nervous if people only do out yearly rituals. What do you think?
You got to do whatever you can do.
Take what you can get, right?
Take what you can get. Obviously, if you're all local, you could do quarterly. I think for high school friends, for college friends who don't live in the same city, it's a lot to get a once a year thing going. Honestly, I have friends and a lot of people that I talk to, just listeners of the pod, people who know that we do this. They're like, honestly, man, I don't know I can do once a year even. And I'm like, okay, what about once every 2 years?
Yeah.
It's hard.
That's fair.
But I think if you can do a once a year thing, my law school friends were like, man, we haven't seen each other in 20 years. Let's get a once every 5 year thing going.
Okay. So what about locals then?
I think look, we say TCS, text, call, see.
Yeah.
Text weekly, see.
No.
What is it? Text weekly, call monthly, see quarterly. Those are your bare minimums. So if you could combine that into a quarterly ritual, then you're doubling it, right? You're doing what you're supposed to do is seeing your friends, but maybe you could see more than one friend that way.
Yeah. I also think, there is a spectrum, right? We have a dinner and a trophy. It's ridiculous. Like, just as simple as you guys always watch Monday Night Football every Monday and one guy picks the bar each time, or you go to the same bar every time. Like, to me, that's a ritual.
Yeah. And seasonal rituals. Look, a lot of people have built-in rituals. We talked about this fantasy football. It's a great one. It's a built-in ritual. That's what it is.
Yeah. Did you play fantasy football this year? You don't play fantasy
football. Yeah. I'm 0-5.
Oh, 0-5?
I'm the guy.
What do you mean?
I'm the guy that there's bench players in the lineup.
Got it.
Like on bye weeks.
Because you're not really paying attention.
It's just hard. I do it to just hand the money in so I can text people.
But I mean, in a way, I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
Like
that's what I get out of it.
You're part of a tribe.
Yeah.
Like
I get to have something to look at every whenever I do it. I'm like, oh man, I'm 1-4. I didn't even know the Giants were playing Thursday that last couple of weeks.
Yeah. I turned on Amazon and I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah. Where's the team? Where are the football games on anymore? It's like, oh, sorry, this is on Tubi now. Like what? Like, oh no, actually, it's on your ring cam now. Actually, the Giants play on your ring cam. Oh, the Giants play on your Nest. You know the Giants for parents now. You can only exclusively watch it on Hatch. Thursday night, only on Hatch. Giants, Eagles.
You have to ask ChatGPT, and it does the play-by-play.
Yeah, like there's a live stream on ChatGPT, only on Sora. You get to watch a simulation of Giants, Eagles, Thursday night. Like, what? Where are the games?
It's only in 30-second.
Yeah. You have to watch every day. You get 30 seconds of that game, and you have to watch it for a year straight, only on TikTok.
It's Be Real. You have to every day. You have to take a picture of yourself, and it shows you.
It's only on the CCTV cam at Walmart exclusively. Where the hell are the football games?
That reminds me, actually, I saw this thing on TikTok. I thought it was brilliant. There's this like high school garage band in Australia. They filmed a music video on their neighbor's ring cam.
That is awesome.
It's brilliant. They showed up on the guy's lawn, on the guy's porch, and like, do you mind if we record? And the guy's like, what? And and they went viral. Incredible.
That's awesome. I love the internet when that happens.
I know when that happens, I'm like, oh, this is great. Should we take a listener question?
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Okay, guys, this is asking for a friend. If you have a friendship question or ethical dilemma, send it to us on Instagram and we will answer it on the show. Our handle is Man of the Year Podcast. Okay, dear Matt and Karo, every year my friends and I do a Friendsgiving, and it's one of my favorite traditions. This year, someone new wants to host and totally change the vibe. Different location, different menu, even a new theme. I know traditions can evolve, but isn't the whole point of what you guys say is that we do the same thing every year? How flexible should I be about this? And how much is it okay to push back without being like petty or defensive?
Wow. This is a hard one.
Right. This is changing the ritual.
Wow. This is a hard one. Wait, hold on. So back up. It's a new person who's not in the group.
No. So they do a Friendsgiving dinner every year. I think what I'm interpreting is that they do it at one guy's house.
Yep.
And now a different person is like, well, why don't I host?
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah. And I
changing.
get a little defensive about that as a host because I like to host. So I like to keep it in my house. And then when somebody's like, oh, let's do it different this year. Like I had actually had this for Halloween. We usually host like a pre-Halloween thing for the kids. And then somebody else who also hosts was like, actually, why don't we do it at our house this year? You know, whatever. And I actually like part of me was like defensive. Like my immediate reaction was like, no, this is our thing. And then the other part of me was like, no, they're doing us a favor. We've got a 6-month-old. Like it's a pain.
Right.
It's easier for them to host it this year. Shared burden kind of thing, you know? So look, if it's your thing that you want to host it wasn't clear to me if that's what they were saying.
I don't know that he's the person who's hosting it, but they're just changing where they're having it.
Right. Because I think it usually stems from that, where it's like, well, I host and now somebody else is asking. I think that's the common version of this. And like, I think it's okay to want to keep your tradition if you're the host. And like, first of all, that's a valid feeling.
Yeah.
For sure. You know, but I also see the other side. I'm like, yeah, it's good to mix things up every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, I think about the year of the pandemic, we did the Man of the Year dinner like virtually.
Right. But if somebody was like, hey, let's go to Wolfgang, steakhouse instead, it's a great steakhouse, or Keen's, like we couldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean that's very specific to art. I mean, it says Peter Luger's on the trophy.
Right. I'm just saying, like we couldn't just suddenly do that. Yeah, it says Peter Luger on the trophy. We can't do that, guys. Can't do it.
Oh, this is a tough one because I think I'd initially be on your side of like, oh, we've got to keep it the way it is. I like things the way they were. And in fact, I kind of have a little bit of a sub Friendsgiving in New York, like the week before with like Brian and that crew. And we've always been doing it at Brian's, and we switched it last year because someone else wanted. Actually, we had this exact same situation, and actually it was pretty fun switching it up. I mean, I wouldn't blow up the tradition over this.
Right. I think you need a little more intel on the why, right? I think another convo has to be had instead of digging your heels in. So I think what happens there is like a lot of times people just dig their heels in and then you get in a fight where we're not even sure why you're feeling this way and why they're feeling that way.
Do you think it matters if the one person like started it?
I mean, I think they get a little cred.
Like you didn't invent Halloween.
Right.
But if you started if
you started a thing where like you host the pre-Halloween thing, and I think you get cred, like that's your thing, I think this is the thing that like when hosts collide, like I'm a host, I have some friends that are hosts. It does get a little tricky around holiday stuff.
Yeah.
I think like, and also like this happens with family all the time. This is a big family crisis half the time where multiple families want to host Thanksgiving.
Right. Or
really blow up things.
Yeah. I mean, when you're married, you have to choose sometimes which family you're going to go to.
Yeah. Look, I think it's always good to be flexible and know that you can always bring it back to your place the next year. And I think it builds up goodwill when you're flexible.
Okay.
There's a certain amount of goodwill when people see that you were hosting something and then you're, like willing to cede that a little.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, look, if you want to host and you always want and you really want to do that, like I think you should say it and communicate it that it's important to you.
Yeah, I think this is a conversation you can have with the other person. Like, hey, this is
Yeah.
important to me. I've been doing it every
Yeah, like
year.
because you do get the default. It goes to you by default. Like it should be at your house by default if push comes to shove. Like
Right.
you're the host. Everybody, like owes you a bit of a debt of gratitude for doing that. And like, you know, but like, is there a reason for the switch it up? Sometimes you just want to switch things up, and sometimes it's more convenient at the other place.
Yeah. I
Maybe it
mean,
can hold more people. We don't know all the reasons. Like some years you have to switch it up because it's convenience. More people, just you're tired of your bland cooking. Who knows? Right? There's a lot of things that go into, but if there's a consensus that people want to try it, I don't think it's worth blowing up a friendship to go, no, I'm not, we're not doing it anywhere else.
right. I mean, for
But if you
Thanksgiving,
feel if you feel strongly that it should be at your house, say so.
I was just thinking for friends for Thanksgiving, we go to my cousins. Our other cousins drive from New Jersey. It's a huge sled.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure one year they want to have it. You could also pitch, hey, why don't we do something else at your place?
Right. Look, and I think selfishly, like I love hosting, and I think it's a very generous thing, but I also think on some level, selfishly, I do always want it to be at my place because that's easier for me. For a lot of
Yeah.
people, see it as a burden to host,
Yeah.
but I see it the opposite. So it depends. That's the other piece too.
Well, it's funny you say it's easier for you. I mean, yes, you are at home. You don't have to leave your home, but you have to
Yeah.
like turn your home upside down.
Yeah. I know.
So it's just mindset, really.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Can we talk about Friendsgiving for a moment? This is a Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
We've said since we started the pod, we want to make Friendsgiving a national holiday. Just want to make sure our listeners are using Friendsgiving as an opportunity, an excuse
Yeah.
to see your buddies.
Yeah.
Like a text to your buddies, hey, let's do a Friendsgiving. I mean, please, like this is low hanging fruit.
Yeah. It's the easiest. The easiest.
It's literally called Friendsgiving.
It's in the name. It's in the title.
All right, do we answer this?
I think so. I think you have to have the convo, get a little more clarity on why you feel that strongly, or if you even feel that strongly. You may not even feel that strongly.
Hell, you may do the thing and realize, oh man, what a load off. I got to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy yourself when you host?
I love it.
You just
Charges
like being
me
the
on.
center of attention.
Guilty.
Okay, guys, that was asking for a friend. If you have a friendship question, send it to us on Instagram, Man of the Year Podcast. I just want to talk about Friendsgiving for a second. We never really decided on when Friendsgiving is. I don't think there is an answer to it.
We did a poll last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago. And it was like,
what are our three options?
It was last Friday, last Saturday. And then I think we just put today, Tuesday, because that's when we do it, and tomorrow, Wednesday, which is Thanksgiving Eve.
Oh, I thought it was, I never heard Friday. I thought it was Saturday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
Well, Tuesday, we're only put in it because that's when we do it. I mean, we just made that up because it's convenient.
Oh, you think that's the third place one between those?
I don't think anybody does a Friendsgiving on the Tuesday, but maybe. I mean, actually, I don't know.
I forget what the poll results were. I think they were the Saturday before.
Yeah, but why can't it be Friday?
It's too far removed.
Too far removed, right? Right. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so we've talked about our Man of the Year dinner. We have talked about Friendsgiving. Anything else on the idea of rituals? Any other rituals that we should, we should talk, our former producer, Theo, he does a decathlon.
Karo will be doing that soon enough.
Who?
You.
Oh, decathlon. Yeah. Yeah. He gets together with his buddies and they like do a feats of strength.
It's amazing.
They have a trophy.
That's pretty cool. He does that on Friendsgiving?
No. Now I'm just talking about rituals generally.
Oh yeah. But look, I also think Friendsgiving, It's not just like, hey, let's get together. It's like, it's about appreciating your friends the way that Thanksgiving is about appreciating your family.
Right. Exactly. Like, you could, if you do a Friendsgiving thing, you could always do, one of your trademark go around the table type things.
Yeah. You could do white elephant. I know they save those for like end of the year Christmas holidays. But gift giving is underutilized still in friendship. Way underutilized.
Well, I worry about creating a barrier to entry.
No, like $5 gags.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't mean cost, just
No.
then you have to like do something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I will say this, Matt, you'd appreciate this. So I did this West Hollywood Run Club a bunch of times over the summer.
Yeah.
And they do a thing where, anybody new today, raise your hand and you just say your name and what you're grateful for.
Okay.
But I didn't like it because that's something you kind of got to think about. It felt like you put a lot of people on the spot.
Yeah. I do feel this. So when I do it at dinner, I go, later in the dinner, we're going to answer this.
Right.
Because I agree. Unless you just have like you're inside the actor studio answers ready to go.
Right.
Who has this? Who has the actual? You can have an answer, but who has the actual answer that really aligns with them, like off the top of their head? Because I think a lot of times what happens is you say the thing, and then you're like, "That's not really me."
Right.
Like if I were really thinking about me, and I wanted to really tell people more in a better way, I need some time to think about it.
Right. Also, that the Run Club. I mean, you're in front of strangers. I mean, it's not even a dinner party.
Right. By the way, you want to hear something interesting about Friendsgiving? This is something that I think just in general about hosting that we've gotten better about. We used to want to cook everything and like kind of territorial when we're talking about this listener question. Now it's just like we demand that everybody bring something.
So you potluck it.
Yeah, not potluck it. Is that potluck it?
I don't know.
I think potluck is like isn't there like guessing involved? We tell people what to bring.
Oh, so you pick the dish?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Jesse's really good about that. She's like, you are going to make the walnut salad.
So, okay. Well, what if someone doesn't like make walnut salad?
No, she knows who's got what skills.
Okay. That's why she never asked me to do anything.
Exactly. She's like, Karo, bring the ice.
Well,
bring the ice.
I think we talked about this in the pod many years ago, but when we used to have, when we were in school together, you had to like bring in whatever. And I'd be like cups and napkins.
You're the cups and napkins guy.
I'm a cups and napkins guy because everyone needs it and you don't have to do anything.
Listen, cups and napkins are as important as cake.
And then I don't remember I told you this. This was, I don't know, 4th grade, 5th grade. You're supposed to bring in a dish that represented something of your ethnicity or nationality. They probably wouldn't allow you to do that anymore.
Do you bring Hamantashen?
I brought, so stupid. I brought a can of Manhattan clam chowder because my grandma was born in Manhattan.
That's hilarious and so not the Jewish food.
Well, I don't know if it's Jewish. I think it's maybe like, like your
I don't know I don't even know the background of Manhattan clam chowder, but clams are not kosher. So I'm guessing.
Oh, you meant Manhattan clam chowder. No, but I think that it was supposed to be like, oh, your family's from Poland. You make souvlaki. I know Poland's not souvlaki, but I think that's what it was supposed to be.
Poland souvlaki.
I know it's not. I don't know if you're Greek. If you're Greek, I don't know. I'm just saying. Sure. Like that's what it was supposed to be. Like, oh, you bring something like you're Romanian,
got a
right?
can of Manhattan clam chowder. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Campbell's.
Yeah, Campbell's is my heritage. Oh God. Anyway,
Swanson microwave meals. That's my heritage.
I mean, meanwhile, I'm allergic to clams.
Well, that's true. And a clam will kill Karo.
A clam will kill me. Don't tell people that.
No.
Okay, guys. Well, I'll see you tonight, Matt.
Let's go party, baby.
Wishing everybody happy Friendsgiving. Let us know about your rituals. Check out our Audible original, audible.com/the buddy system. You can also check us out at manoftheyearpodcast.com. Always remember, be good to yourself, be good to your friends. Love you, buddy.
Love you, buddy.